First up, we have John LeDoux of Oath Keepers. I hope. Is John here? There he is. Great. We asked for a little bio information, and John sent me, I am a former Marine and a member of Oath Keepers. So, a warm welcome for John LeDoux.
Thank you. Good afternoon. 16 years ago, I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America on the way to becoming a United States Marine. No doubt many of you out here have done the same, either in military service, as a police officer, firefighter, or in an office of public trust. Raise your hand if you have taken the oath in any of those capacities. All right, thank you for your service. Now, let me ask you this. When does your oath to the Constitution expire? That's right. It expires when you expire, and not a moment before. And when you swore that oath, what did you swear that oath to? Did you swear it to a government, to a political party, to your superiors? No. You swore it to the Constitution of the United States of America. The mission of the uniformed services depends on discipline and obedience to orders, but it specifically states obedience to all lawful orders. So, does this mean that a uniformed service person who receives an unlawful order has the option to disregard it? No, they don't have the option. They are required to disobey an unlawful order.
That's right.
You see, in American jurisprudence, there is no such thing as a Nuremberg defense. Oath Keepers is an organization formed 1 year ago as a nonpartisan outreach to police, firefighters, and military personnel, both current and former. It is formed on the principle that the military and law enforcement community's primary function is to defend the constitutional rights of the American people. And as such, we will not violate the rights of those people at the behest of the politicians and bureaucrats. Those of us who are trained in the use of force and violence are saying right now that if we are given orders to violate the rights of the American people, we will peacefully stand down and not carry out those orders, regardless of the consequences. And if a police officer, soldier, or public servant gets him or herself in trouble for that, I want to see all of you outside the office of their superior in support of that person. Let's face it, it's not going to be the politicians who are conducting illegal searches or kicking down your door at 3 a.m. in the morning. We recognize that if tyranny ever comes to the United States of America, it will have to come through us. And as Oath Keepers, we say, not on our watch. Specifically, we have 10 orders that we will not obey. We will not obey orders to disarm the American people. We will not obey orders to detain American citizens as unlawful enemy combatants or subject them to military tribunal. We will not conduct warrantless searches of the American people. We will not obey orders to impose martial law or a state of emergency upon a state. We will not obey orders to invade and subjugate any state that asserts its sovereignty. We will not obey any order to blockade American cities, thus turning them into giant concentration camps. We will not obey any order to force American citizens into any form of detention camp under any pretext. Will not obey orders to assist or support the use of any foreign troops on U.S. soil against the American people to keep the peace or maintain control. We will not obey any orders to confiscate the property of the American people, including food and other essential supplies. We will not obey any orders which infringe on the right of the people to free speech, to peaceable assembly, and to petition their government for a redress of grievances. Now, it has become an Oath Keeper tradition that at events in which we are invited to speak, we offer the opportunity to any who desire it to take an oath of fidelity to the U.S. Constitution, whether for the first time or for the fifth. If you choose to take the oath, please do so soberly. Remember that many patriots who took this oath proved their fidelity with their life's blood. This is not like parroting the Pledge of Allegiance like we did when we were in first grade. This is the real deal. So those who wish to do so, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Pledging my life, my fortune, my sacred honor. So help me God. Freedom!
Thank you, John. Thank you, John LeDoux.